Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, hi, I am Norma J. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really would like to thank you for coming back to my channel to view more of my videos. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so today's video is a long overdue one, guys. A couple of weeks back on my Instagram, I did a poll and I asked some of you guys to just drop in whatever is in your mind, whatever is in your heart, if something is eating you up, if you're having a problem, or to just confess anything, so that we could have this video where we just chat and I can give you advice. So thank you so much for participating in my polls. I really do appreciate it. So what had happened is that I filmed this about 2 weeks ago, and then it was too long and I just couldn't upload it. I don't know why it kept on saying error. Sometimes YouTube does that. It just kept on saying upload failed, and I felt so bad that I had to reshoot this for the sake of the people that participated in the polls, because you all trusted me with something that is in your mind and in your heart. So it would be wrong of me to just neglect it and just give up on that video. So I decided to reshoot, and this is me reshooting this all over again. I'm not sure if I still have all of the questions, but I think I had screenshotted them and saved them. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get into it. I think the first one is actually part of the questions that I lost, but I had screenshotted it with my brain. And I think she asked me that, how did my family react? She said, how did your family react when you told them that your man was Nigerian? And then she continued to say, no pun intended, I'm just curious. And okay, so my family's reaction was, they were like, oh, okay, he's Nigerian, that's okay. My family has always been welcoming to people who are not from South Africa. They've never had a problem with it. I grew up around them, not Nigerians, but other non-South African citizens like Mozambicans and Zimbabweans and Malawians. I grew up around those kind of people. My mom would always bring them home to help them, and all those kind of things. And even in recent years before she passed, I'm from Limpopo, and where I'm from, it's not really very far from a Mozambican border. We have a Mozambican border, and people actually walk in from there. So when people would walk in and they end up finding themselves in the village where I'm from, people would just point those people to my mom's house and be like, you go over there and there's a woman there who will help you out. And my mom would take them in, give them a bath, food and stuff like that. So when they found out that my man was Nigerian, they didn't have a problem with it. As a matter of fact, they love him. They love him for that. This one says, how do I show a man I see as my husband that I truly love him without looking or sounding desperate? Okay. I don't feel like you can ever show a man enough that you want to be his wife. He has to want you to be his wife. There's nothing that you can really do. You could cook, you could clean, you could wash, you could do all the things in the world that could make you seem as if you're a potential good wife, and he could still not marry you. So I think for you to know if you're gonna end up being his wife is for you guys to talk about it. You need to talk about it. You need to ask your man's where is your relationship going? Where does he see you guys going? Don't even say how do you see the future, just say where do you see us going? Ask the man that, okay, do you think that our relationship could end up potentially being marriage? And if he says yes, then that's just it, girl. You can't do anything to really show him, like. And please don't do that desperate shit. It's unattractive, and it just makes guys uncomfortable, and they will run away from you, sis. If you seem too desperate for marriage, then it's gonna, it's gonna scare him off. Desperation is not cute. Next question. This one says, how did you get rid of your pregnancy stretch marks, if you had any? I have iced coffee here. I love iced coffee. Guys, I have the best remedy for stretch marks. Like, my best. And drum roll please, before I reveal my big secret. Self-love. That's it. Like, you can't do anything to your stretch marks. Like, you can't get rid of those things. But what happens is that over time, if you gain new stretch marks, when they're fresh and new, they tend to have a strong, bold color of black or brown, or some are even red, but they really, really, like, they outstand. They are outstanding because they're not the color of your skin, and they can really show. That can be really, really uncomfortable, seeing all the stripes form and come up on your skin. So with time, what happens is that they fade, and then they blend into the color of your skin. So they kind of look like the color of your skin. You get it? They kind of look like the color of your skin, but they are still there. And I found out that actually you don't actually really need to apply anything. You just moisturize your skin like you would on a regular basis. And as time goes on, as your body heals from the pregnancy, from the weight loss, they just blend into your skin. You really cannot get rid of them. You will spend thousands and thousands on the market looking for stretch mark removal creams, and they just will not go away. They will still be there. Some products are lightening, so you will be using that, and then you'll be lightening your own skin, and then you will see the stretch marks fade, and you will think it's the product that you're using, but really it's just you lightening your own skin. So I really don't know. I really haven't found anything. I have a lot of stretch marks. Like, I am like a zebra, like a tiger. I have a lot, and with each pregnancy I gained more. My last pregnancy I gained new stretch marks on my arms, and they're still kind of like dark. They only started to fade in now, and I'm almost 1 year postpartum. So you just need to love yourself, because if you if you hate your body because you have stretch marks, then you're gonna hate yourself for a very long time, because you were in that body until you die, sis. This one says, I have the most toxic baby daddy. And then she continues into my DMs. I'm just gonna quickly read this out. And she says, I have a toxic baby daddy. At first, he didn't even want to be in the child's life, but now he's inconsistent. Sometimes he's in and later he's out. He ghosts his own child, plays mind games with me, and is just full of shit. Excuse my language. I just want to know how to deal with him, because I want him to be in his child's life, but at the same time I don't want to cause instability in her life, expose her to him just to have him have her feel unwanted. PS, I'm not bitter. I don't want him back. It's not a package deal. I value peace. He has none. I just want him to have a relationship with his daughter. Sis, you can't make him have a relationship with his daughter. He has to want it. He has to want to be in his daughter's life for that relationship to even exist. That needs to be his priority. He needs to want to do it. He just wants to be present. He needs to actually be the one after you, asking you to see his daughter, asking you to be present, asking you for details to send her stuff or things like that. He needs to be the one to want it. And as far as I can see, with what I'm reading, I'm seeing that you say that he's toxic to you. If he's toxic to you, then you need to cut it. Because it's not helping you. it's not helping you. It's you're intoxicating, you're allowing him to intoxicate yourself, and in return, like that toxicity will extend to your daughter, because just don't. Like, he needs to, this one, there's not much you can do about it. If he doesn't want to do it, don't push it. Focus on you. I would say focus on you. Focus on being a good mom to her. Be the best, and make sure she doesn't feel like she's not loved, and she's not, that it's not enough. Your love alone can't be enough. Let those who want to be in her life be there without you having to run after them. If anything, the father of that child should be the one that wants to be in their own child's life, because that's their child. It is their child. They have to want to be in it. So if he's not putting any effort, he knows what he's doing. He's a grown-ass man. He knows exactly what he's doing. Cut, Lima, and just do you. Okay? Do you. Focus on being a good mommy. Okay. Next one says, definitely how I part. This is also in my DMs. Definitely how I feel apart from how I feel hubby and I have grown apart. He's an aspiring pastor, and the Bible teaching, etc., is all he watches. I feel like I don't know him, and it's so difficult making someone understand you need your place in their lives. What do you say? Stop praying and pay me some attention? I feel like he should make place for me. I shouldn't even have to ask. It's really affecting me very badly. It's been too long now. I feel like I don't know him. Imagine what it's gonna be when he's ordained. Ooh. Guys, marriage is not easy. And all spiritual journeys are never ever easy, and they tend to affect marriages and relationships. Okay, first of all, I'm really sorry that you're going through that. Spiritual journeys just I don't know, they kind of like separate you from everything and everyone around you, so you can focus on that. And I feel like that's what your husband is going through. He wants to be, he wants to give this journey everything and everything that he is, and that is pretty much affecting your marriage. So I feel like you need to talk about it. Really, there's no other way, because you can act all you want to act out, or you can tell yourself, you know what, I'm just gonna let it go. All of this is gonna pass, and you're just gonna be so miserable. And you have kids, and you can't have yourself be miserable around your kids all of the time, because this can really affect you, And I know how it feels like being distanced from the one that you love, or from your husband, or from your partner, because you as a woman, you want that affection, you want reassurance and all that. And I feel like you need to just tell them that at the end of the day, even if you become a pastor, you are still my husband. You're still my husband, and I'm your wife, and I don't want us to lose what we had before, because none of that is sin. Watching series with your husband is not a sin, even if there's some footages inside the series that you're watching that are either violent or sexual, or everything that is considered a sin. I feel like you being his wife and him being your husband should be a priority as well. You shouldn't feel like, okay, he's a completely different person now. Yes, he is gonna be a completely different person because of what he's embarking on, and I feel like, okay, fine, you can also support him by joining him and watch what he watches, because at the end of the day, when he becomes pastor, you are going to become pastor's wife, and that also changes your life. You need to realize that his life is changing, and so is yours. So you can go ahead and support him by joining him in other stuff, so that you don't feel left out. And then you can also invite him to join you on other stuff that you guys used to do. Have fun together. You need to talk about it. You need to tell him that, okay, I'm feeling left out, and I'm really getting depressed now because I want my husband back. back. I want our friendship. I don't want to lose this connection. You need to really talk about it to him so that you can be able to go through this journey together, because he's gonna be a pastor and you're gonna be pastor's wife. So do things together. Embark on this journey with him. At the same time, remain grounded in being who you are and reminding him of who he is, so that you guys can always, stay connected to who you fell in love with in the first place. I really hope I'm making sense to you, but yeah. This one says my boyfriend is on Tinder. What is your boyfriend doing on Tinder when you are there? But I mean your boyfriend. What is he doing on Tinder when you guys are together? Like, really? Okay. This can be frustrating because you will begin to ask yourself, okay, am I not enough for this man? Why are you on Tinder when I'm here and I'm giving free Gucci every time, anytime, whenever you want, and you are out there on Tinder continuously looking for Gucci? This can be damaging to your self-esteem as a woman, because you wonder what it is that you're not providing to this man that he's out there on Tinder, a whole platform looking for Gucci. That means his profile is there. That means he's single. If he's on Tinder, that means he's single. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong. Is Tinder not for single people? Like, I think that's an app where single people go and they look for they put themselves out there looking for a match so that they can have another relationship. I don't know. I really don't know, but then it seems like that, and I'm really sorry this is going on in your life. I really can't tell you to leave your man, sis, because Bafana and talk to him. Really, you can't let this one slide, because if you saw that and then you let it slide, and his mind is like, okay, my girlfriend is okay with me being on Tinder. That's what's gonna happen. If you don't talk about it, he's gonna end up thinking, okay, she's fine with it, and he's just gonna carry on. And now every time he walks out of the door and spends some time outside, you are thinking, oh, is he out there to meet his Tinder bitches and stuff like that? That's just gonna happen. You need to tell him that, you know what, you need to let me know if you are happier outside than you are in here, so that I can keep my legs closed and shut, okay? Because you're not about to be engaging in all of that outside energy. It's just too dirty for your soul and for your cooch, okay? This one says she says, wait, hold on. She says no, sis, don't do that. No. Some people will actually advise you to cheat back, but as I was saying, I don't believe in revenge. I don't believe in revenging in marriages and relationships. I don't believe in revenging in life in general. Like, if you're gonna cheat back and revenge your husband for cheating on you, you guys are gonna be on a never-ending marathon of cheating, because he's just gonna do it right back, and this time he won't be doing it because of him. Remember, this is all him. He's cheating because he wants to cheat. This has nothing to do with you. So if you now cheat back because he cheated, the next time he cheats, he's gonna cheat because you cheated. It's gonna be just never ending, and then you guys keep on doing it to each other, and you really don't want to do that to your marriage. It's not gonna survive, because you guys just keep on cheating at each other, cheating. There are so many ways to deal with cheating, and I feel like you know your husband better than anyone else. You know what to do to you know what to do to discipline him, even though at the end of the day it all goes back to him. If he wants to cheat, he will still cheat on you. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not your fault. It's just who he is, and I just don't want to advise you to cheat, because that's not who you are, unless that's who you are. Unless that's who you are. Unless if you are a cheat yourself, then that's gonna be easy for you to cheat. But then I feel like it's just too much work. Cheating is too much work. You know, you have to hide stuff. You have to, how do people even do it? How do you even, I don't know how you even get out of the house and lie to your husband and say this is where you're going, and like, how do you even do it? Like, you're not scared. So just don't cheat back. Don't cheat back. If you feel like you are unsafe with your husband because you don't know if he goes outside, if he's protecting himself, or if he's just going in raw, you never know. You're not there. So I feel like maybe you should introduce condoms for your own safety. Go for a screening, both of you, you know, so that you can, if you want to continue hitting it raw. But then if you can tell that he's a serial cheat, then just condomize him, just condomize money, because it's too much diseases out there. Like, people are so dirty out there. People just go around having sex with strangers and not protect themselves, and then they come and they sleep with your husband, and then your husband brings it home to you while you're being loyal. That's the saddest thing ever. So I think as women, we should just protect ourselves, especially if you know you have your man tends to, you know, dip it somewhere else. Then I think that's the I don't feel my new friend, we're just not the same people. She's bullying and controlling. Okay, I'm really sorry you're going through this. You know, it can be frustrating when you make a new friend and you're like, oh, she's cool, we could hang, you know, and then you find out that, oh no, we don't click, she's just too much of a bully or stuff like that. I feel like you need to let go of that friendship, because it's just not benefiting to you. It's just, you know, it's not gonna work out, because you end up having to pretend like you're like someone else, like something that you're not, you know. I always feel like anything that will make you act out of anything, or anyone that will make you act out of character, you need to let go of it. Anything that will make you feel less than what you already are, you need to let go of it. Even people, and you say she's a new friend, so it shouldn't be that hard to let go of this person, because you guys don't have that much of a history, you don't have that much of a bond yet, so you need to just let it go. And by letting it go, I don't mean ghosting the person, because if you're ghosting the person, and if there is bullying, as you say they are, they'll come after you, they'll like keep on pestering you. You need to say, listen, I tried, I really like you as a person, and I tried this friendship thing, I don't think it's gonna work out, we're not the same, you know, it's not you, it's me, I just don't feel like you and I have that vibe, and yeah, I think it's best that I love you from a distance. Just be blunt, you know, you need to protect your energy, like protect yourself at all costs, and if it means cutting out some people, then do that. Get her to clip. Okay, I hope by now they've unblocked you, because this was a long time ago. Yeah, but I really hope that you talk about it, that okay, the blocking thing, somebody can be blocking you for 5 days, 5 whole days. That's torture, because all you're thinking about all these 5 days is just thinking about them and thinking about you, what you did to deserve this kind of treatment. You should talk about things. If somebody blocks you for 5 days and not want to talk about it, and then when they come back, what do they say? Like, do you just move on, or do you carry on from where you left off at the blocking? Something you could have done 5 days ago. Just talk about things, and yeah, resolve things. So you need to tell him that, you know what, the blocking thing is not gonna work. The blocking thing is just too childish, and we're not gonna do that if we're gonna have a relationship that's gonna go somewhere. Because what happens if you guys stay together or live together? So does he keep quiet for 5 days, or does he leave for 5 days? So no, that is just a no. It's a red flag of somebody that does not want to communicate, and communication is really the key. He needs to tell you where you went wrong, and you as another person, you need to take a moment and actually reflect on what the other person is saying, what they're trying to communicate to you, and respond, not defend, you know. And actually, if somebody says you've hurt me, don't dismiss that feeling and say, but why are you hurt? They are hurts, you know. You need to acknowledge that, and you need to show empathy at the end of the day. So that's just how good communication goes. So you need to learn how to do that. And if your man is not ready to do that, girl, I don't know, you in for like a long run. You're gonna get blocked I don't know how many times. I forgot to airdrop it into this phone that I'm reading the questions from, but I have it in my brain. And she asked me, at what age did my children start talking, because she has a son and he's not talking yet, and she's so worried about him not talking at the age that he's in. I think he's 1 year plus. He's 1 year plus, yeah, 1.5, somewhere around there. And she's worried that he's not talking. So she was asking me when my kids, okay, so my kids started talking at a very young age, especially my daughter Shay. She started talking very early. I remember one day I was just carrying her, and I said to her, how are you, Shay? I was just playing, and I was like, how are you, Shay? And she was like, I'm bad. That meant I'm fine. And I was so shocked that she's listening and she understands, you know. So children are different. Children are very different. Your son might just be an introvert. He might be introverted, and he doesn't want to speak much. He's not much of a talker naturally. That does not mean he won't speak at some time, because she said that when he wants something, he'd rather just use his hand. He would point, you know, or make other sounds to communicate. Okay, fine. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a pediatrician or anything, but with my oh, my English bundles are depleting again. With my experience with my own children, around that age, my kids would be able to communicate a word or two, and they would able to say, you know, eat, or they, you know, they would try and speak, even if it's a little bit hard, because they're learning, but you could hear what they're trying to say. So if your child is not speaking and is at that age, and you're really concerned, I really do think you should see a pediatrician and find out what could be wrong. I cannot diagnose your child, but if you are worried, I feel like you should listen to your intuition as a mom. Those are never wrong. And find a gynecologist. Oh my god, a gynecologist. Find a pediatrician and near you, and find out about the cost, because specialists can be really expensive. And once you embark on that journey, be prepared to spend a little bit extra, because they might send you from one specialist to another. You might have to go see a speech therapist or a child psychologist, just so they can study your child and see if there's anything you should be concerned about. I think you should also, you know, if you're really worried, that means you're really worried, and I don't think you should ignore that as the mother of your child. Go ahead and find out. There's a whole lot of things that could make a child not to speak. One, they could not be ready to. It could be a sign of autism. It could be, you know, there's a whole lot of things that I could mention right now. But like I said, I'm not a pediatrician. I'm not a specialist of some sort. I'm just a parent, and I feel like you should listen to your guts if you're worried, and go ahead and find out if there's anything wrong at all, or maybe he's just not ready. When he's ready, he will speak. Okay, this one is also one of the questions that I lost, but then I remember she asked me that how do you keep the spark alive in your relationship or in your marriage as new parents? Yes, he said something like that. Okay, fine. How you keep the spark alive after having kids in your marriage? As I feel like you just need to go into a routine. Once you have kids, you need to routine. You need to learn how to go into routine so that you can be able to fit in you and your partner inside that routine and just what can I say? And just prioritize that. I'll give you an example. For example, if you know you feed your kids or your kid at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and you give them a bath, and around 8 and 9 should be the hour where you try to rock them, put them on your back. If you do that, just rock them and do whatever you can to make them go to bed. Because if you wait for your child to go to sleep, they'll go to sleep very, very, very late. And we as parents, we tend to do that sometimes because, we're just going to wait for the child to be tired. When you can actually make your child sleep, just dim the lights, quiet down the place, put the baby on your back, or just rock him or her until they fall asleep. Make sure they are well fed, they are bathed, they are feeling okay. And then you put your child down, and then you go ahead and you bond with your partner. You could just sit down and watch a series. You can find a series together that you watch together after the kids are asleep. You can watch a series together. You can go ahead and find a movie or watch a movie. And yeah, once in a while, if you have someone to watch your kids, go out, have dinner together, lunch together, sleep out for a night. If your child or children are small and you don't want to leave them for long, you don't even have to go far. Just book somewhere else. Just dedicate that to sex. You need to do the babs with your man, because you need to just focus on that, on some days. Some days you just need to go out and focus on the babsing. It's really, really important that you do that. And because with kids around, you tend to always mostly just have quickies because you're afraid your child might wake up, and you just want to get it done. There's no time to get into the fields, and that is very, very important. So I feel like once in a while you should just book out and go and get the sexy on with hubby, spend time together, take walks, have conversations and stuff like that, because your kids are gonna be there for a very, very long time. You have to find ways not to disconnect with your partner. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Okay, this one says, the guys I meet don't excite me intellectually. I have given up. Okay, sister. First of all, don't give up. I like the fact that you don't settle for what you don't want. If you can feel that, okay, you're not satisfied intellectually with this particular person, you don't settle for that. That does not mean you should give up though. I feel like maybe you should change the direction in which you are looking for men. You could be looking in the wrong crowd. Change the direction and look in another crowd, and maybe that's where you'll find your intellectual man. So yeah, but not least, it's a question that I also don't have in this phone, but I have it in my brain. She said, what do you think of my new business? What do you think of my new business? Yeah, she just said that. And do you think it's sustainable? Yes. First of all, I can't tell you what her business is because I'm not sure if she wants me to speak about it here, but sis, your business. First of all, I'm happy you're getting your bag. Go and get your bag, girl. Do you get your bag? However, as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as nobody's getting hurt or violated or anything like that, go and get your bag. Sustainability, however, I'm not sure if your kind of business can be sustained for a long time. I feel like if you want it to be sustainable, you need to go ahead and make it a legit thing. I'm not saying what you're doing is illegal, but it's not legit. It's not legit. So you can go ahead and open a bank account for that. And I saw a couple of days back, you uploaded that you finally have a bank account, especially for that. And I'm very happy that you're doing that because that shows some professionalism. Yes, so a bank account is a very good start. I feel like you should go ahead and give it a name. Okay, I think it already has a name. It has a name. Register that as a company, and then go ahead and find a lawyer, involve a lawyer, draw up some contracts so that whoever joins your agency, okay, let me just say an agency, whoever joins your agency will go through a list of terms and conditions, rules and regulations, and when they sign, they know what they're going into, and they know that if they break those rules, or if anyone breaks those rules, they will have to pay for it. They have to pay for it, and the law is involved in that. You need to protect what you're trying to do, and yeah, find ways, find a lawyer. Lawyers know a lot of stuff. They know how to shape you. They can help shape your business, and they can help protect your business and the people that you work with, because you work with women, and women need protection. At the end of the day, we don't want to hear that someone was violated or those kind of things. So you need to go ahead and protect your that's how your stuff can be sustainable. Okay, there you guys. I really hope you liked this video. I'm so sorry for the lighting of this video, guys. The weather today is so ugly. Okay, it's not ugly because I like this kind of weather, but it's not sunny, so I'm not getting that bright natural light. So I'm just relying on the natural light that is cloudy and my ring light. So yeah, but I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below. Let's continue talking down below in the comment sections, you guys. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and share this with your friend and 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 your friend. And yeah, let's get my subscribers to 200 subbies, you guys. I really would appreciate it. But from me, your girl Noma J, to you, my lovely subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next video.